So with high performance teams, sometimes I have leaders that I work with that are struggling with balancing the accountability part of that team with micromanaging it. So how do they have just the right level where you want the team to take the right decisions, you want them to grow, you want them to kind of learn by their mistakes, but in a controlled way, but also you need to get the job done. Getting all that stuff done without that hovering micromanagement kind of feel that sometimes high performance teams will feel, because they are capable of a lot. It's making sure that we have that balance. So there's a few things I've worked with leaders on to really help drive the accountability piece with high performance teams, but still have enough control that the only time that we're really jumping is when it's all come out of control and we're all frustrated. So the first thing that we look at is making sure that with a high performance team that we're really giving them a clear definition of what the finish line looks like. What's the goal, the results, what does success look like inside of this project? That's allowing them to kind of work out their own path, which might be slightly different from how we do it, and maybe a little bit of sequencing. But if the end result is what we need it to be, we should be happy. The other part of kind of giving them the output at the end can also be how we're going to review things going forward. So if we have different review milestones, steps, some cadence that we're putting together, all these things can be built up at the beginning. So we're establishing very clear rules of the game. This is never with what I'm talking about with high performance teams. This is not the very first time these people have ever come together. We don't know them. We've built that rapport with these individuals. They're up at the top of our list for high performance. We're giving them the rules of the game for them to be able to execute what we want them to do, to deliver the success for the business, and to do it in a controlled, systematic way. The second piece is to make sure that all commitments are visible and very clear. So a couple of ways I've found this very effective is to make sure it's in writing. So we have our emails back and forth with meetings, right? Meeting minutes. This is what we've committed to, having the team organize those, and we've always got records to go through. When we've set the cadence from that first step, making sure that the very first thing we do is, so here's the actions from the last time. Go through those first of all. There's no need to go into future actions if the last ones haven't been completed. So it's a great first step to go through with those individuals. The other part to look at is, how do you make the project or the program that they're working on visual in other ways? I mean, if you go down to like lean methodology, visual factories, those type of things, it could be very easy to see if we're on track with a project, with a set of deliverables that they're working on. If we can make it visual, SQDC boards or some kind of visual management could be a very easy way to just do a drive-by. Hey, everything's working exactly the way we need to, or something's off, but here's the corrective actions that are working through. So you get an easy view of everything, and it should be able to actually helping them organize their project a lot better for themselves. The third piece that's an important part is coaching the team through problems as opposed to rescuing them. So what I mean with that is, asking the right questions. If you've got the experience, even if you know the answer, how do you kind of lead them to a set of solutions, which might not be exactly what you think, but we'll get them down the path of this is the best way to correct it. Using some frameworks is a great way to help them as well. Often put in after action reviews. And as a leader, I've used that with my team as a little bit of a coaching opportunity to sit down and go, okay, let's go through this. I'll help you go through these steps. You tell me the information, and we'll talk it through as a team on what we're going through. And just having that discipline of actually going through a systematic approach to coaching or to solving a problem without just jumping in and fixing it for them. We don't want to be able to do that, especially with a high performance team. We want them to grow, and growth usually happens through kind of uncomfortable things a lot of the time, like some kind of failure or a challenge that they're going through. So with high performance teams, real accountability, true accountability comes from clear goals, understanding the outputs, and learning. That's really what it comes down to. It's not the leadership control that you have over them. It's building all those three aspects into it. I'm Andrew Buchan, your Business Accelerator.